Today, Black Panther versus Psylocke. Who wins? Let's find out. T'Challa is the Black Panther, King of Wakanda, one of the most technologically advanced nations on Earth. He is among the top intellects and martial artists of the world, a veteran Avenger, and a member of the Illuminati. Using his powers and abilities, he has pledged his fortune and life to the service of all mankind. When T'Challa became the Black Panther, he was allowed to eat the heart-shaped herb. It provided him with enhanced strength, endurance, and reflexes. He was also given a blessing from the Panther goddess, which elevated his enhanced strength, endurance, and reflexes to superhuman levels. T'Challa has demonstrated incredible strength, like wrestling a rhino to the ground, being able to stop an elephant's charge, and sending Namor flying for a kick. He's able to withstand crushing blows and puncture wounds. But really, his vibranium suit helps him out a lot. T'Challa's reaction time is far greater than most opponents. His agility and flexibility far surpass an Olympic athlete. He is a genius on par with Tony Stark and Reed Richards, and is an excellent hand-to-hand fighter. He has been groomed to be a warrior since birth, and is a master of practically all forms of armed and unarmed combat. T'Challa really is one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe, and has stalemated or won against such fighters as Iron Fist, Wolverine, Daredevil, and Captain America. Black Panther is king of a highly advanced civilization, and thus has tons of fancy toys and gadgets. His suit is made out of vibranium microwave mesh, which robs incoming objects their momentum, and is completely bulletproof. He also has anti-metal claws, which breaks metal down to the molecular level, and energy daggers that are powerful enough to slice through various structures and foes. Finally, T'Challa can also call upon the knowledge, strength, and experience from every Black Panther before him. Then, in the corner, Psylocke. British beauty Elizabeth Betsy Braddock is a mutant with vast telepathic and telekinetic powers that she can focus into deadly weapons. She's a stealthy martial artist, former fashion model, and longtime X-Men. Psylocke is strong enough to swing around a 90-pound ball and chain while holding a baby in her other arm. Talk about being a badass mom. And she's also surprisingly fast and agile. She's dismembered terrorists before they could even move, react and deflect a laser before it can hit her, and she's even run along metal weapons that were thrown at her because she's a freaking ninja. Psylocke is also easily one of the best and most skilled fighters in the Marvel Universe. She's trained with hand ninjas before, and it was said that she was given a lifetime's worth of training in just a few hours. She's sparred with Wolverine, held her own against the feral and bloodlusted Wolvie, and able to stun people by performing nerve strikes. And Betsy has even shown that she's able to predict an opponent's movements, dodge his attacks, and even slice his pectoral muscles or take him down. But Psylocke isn't just a skilled ninja and fighter. She's also an Omega-level telepath. Her telepathy is strong enough to penetrate the psychic defenses of the Juggernaut. She can mind control others and even use them as allies in a fight. And she shut down people's minds and knocked them unconscious. Psylocke is also able to unleash pure bolts of psychic energy, and she's even got a unique power called the Psycho Blast, which is where she can shoot a beam of telepathic energy at an opponent, attacking them mentally and physically at the same time. However, her go-to move is her Psychic Knife or Psychic Katana, which is the focused totality of her psychic power, and she's even used it repeatedly in combat to fry an opponent's brains. Then she's got powerful telekinesis as well, even claiming that her telekinesis can smash mountains. She's tossed around entire groups of X-Men for telekinetic energy, and is even able to throw in barrages of telekinetic knives to take out multiple opponents at once. Finally, Psylocke is also able to use her telekinesis for defense, creating psychic bubbles to protect herself from attacks. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, as always, physicality. Who's stronger or more powerful? Well, that's obviously Black Panther. I mean, he's enhanced and superhuman. Psylocke isn't. Panther's strong enough to punch through stone walls, tear through metal, wrestle and beat down rhinos and elephants, fight through Dr. Doom and Doombots, and send Namor flying for his attacks. Even without his vibranium suit, he's durable enough to trade blows with Killmonger and M'Baku, who are strong enough to kill elephants with a punch, or split trees in half. And he's also fought against a Super Skrull with the powers of Luke Cage and others. The guy just has a remarkable pain tolerance, surviving just fine at temperatures 50 degrees below zero. He's fought against Killmonger for 13 hours straight. T'Challa is literally just ignored, being stabbed with blades or being pierced through with a laser. Acted like none of it had happened. And to top it all off, Panther far outclasses Psylocke when it comes to speed and agility. The guy has regularly dodged gunfire, even at close range and from multiple directions. He's dodged Sonic Blast, lasers, and Captain America's shield, that attacks them all of Fantastic Four. He's tagged Spider-Man on several occasions, and easily outmaneuvered Wolverine before. Black Panther really is just crazy, and Psylocke can't hang in the long run with him. However, Betsy is pretty impressive. She's strong enough to swing around a 90-pound ball and chain, with just one arm. She's dismembered terrorists before they could even move. And she's run along metal thrown at her by Magneto, because she's a freaking ninja. Psylocke is also a skilled fighter, having been trained with the Hand, trained with Wolverine and Sabretooth, and she's actually gone through such extensive training that she was gifted a lifetime of training in only a few hours. I mean, she's shown skill and mastery in ninjutsu, kenjutsu, Wing Chun, kickboxing, and nerve strikes. She's fought against a feral Wolverine, fought against Sabretooth and Typhoid Mary. She's battled dozens of hand ninjas, and she's been able to use nerve strikes in the past, like when she managed to kick Wolverine in a bundle of nerves in order to stun him momentarily. However, even with fighting skill, she can't compare Black Panther. I mean, T'Challa is easily one of the absolute best fighters in the world, and Panther has said on multiple occasions that he has studied and mastered every fighting style in the world. He's even mastered some secret styles that are only found in Wakanda, styles that Psylocke has possibly never seen before. And with this skill, he's fought against Captain America, Wolverine, Iron Fist, Iron Man, Karnak, Killmonger, and Kraven the Hunter. So, really quite the impressive resume. Panther has even fought against a Super Skrull with the powers and abilities of Luke Cage, Wolverine, Iron Fist, Bullseye, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, Captain America, Daredevil, Elektra, and even Black Panther himself, who had trained his whole life to defeat Black Panther. And while Panther couldn't outfight him at first, T'Challa knew this, and so he simply outlasted the Skrull until he could discover his tell, and once he picked up on the Super Skrull's weaknesses, well, he absolutely destroyed him. So what made me choose this fight if Black Panther is physically superior to Psylocke, and also the much better fighter? Well, two things. One, Psylocke is good enough to hang with Panther for at least a little while. I mean, she might not be as good a fighter, but she has battled against Wolverine, Sabretooth, Archangel, and Daredevil, so she can hang. Secondly, and more importantly, Psylocke is a mutant with telepathic and telekinetic powers. She's actually an Omega level telepath, so crazy powerful. I mean, she's scanned whole islands of people. She's blocked people from accessing their powers, created illusions to mask appearances, scrambled an opponent's perceptions. She's mind controlled enemies and turned them into unwitting allies. She's bypassed the psychic defenses of Rogue and Gambit. And she can just shut down people's minds and knock them unconscious. However, her signature telepathic move has got to be her psychic knife, which is the focused totality of her psychic power, and she consistently uses it to fry the brains of her opponents. And she's got some incredibly powerful telekinetic powers as well. I mean, she's claimed that she can smash mountains or flatten a whole city block of her telekinesis. But, to be fair, the best thing she's done is destroying a multi-story building. She's used her telekinetic katana to destroy machines, throw barrages of telekinetic knives, and toss back groups of X-Men with a telekinetic burst. She's also able to use her power in a defensive way, protecting herself from explosions that destroyed buildings. She's created shields to block incoming attackers, and she's even managed to turn herself invisible as well. And Psylocke actually uses these powers all the time in a fight, combining them with her hand-to-hand skills in order to make her as dangerous and deadly a fighter as possible. Like, even in her fight with Daredevil, she knew she couldn't beat him in a hand-to-hand fight, so she just tried to shut his mind down telepathically. So then the tide shifts, and we gotta ask if Black Panther has any counters for Psylocke's telepathy and telekinesis. Well, for starters, Panther's suit is weirdly powerful, and could quite possibly block Psylocke's telekinetic blades. Yes, they've pierced through Wolverine before, but adamantium is really different than vibranium. I mean, adamantium is just a ridiculously tough metal. Vibranium is actually able to absorb energy, and they've absorbed energy blades before. I feel like Psylocke's blades are going to have a hard time piercing through the suit for that specific reason. So what about her telepathy? That's arguably her greatest asset here, considering she is an Omega level telepath. However, Panther actually has a crazy resistance to telepathic attacks. I mean, Emma Frost, who is arguably a much more powerful and skilled telepath than Psylocke, tried to read Black Panther's mind, and she was pretty much instantly injured. I mean, Emma even described his mind as being like a bear trap wrapped in barbed wire that's set on fire. And this sort of thing has actually been shown to injure Psylocke in the past. Like when she tried to shut down Daredevil's mind, it was instantly hurt because of sensory overload. And while Psylocke could possibly injure Black Panther with her psychic blades, these haven't taken down Daredevil and others in the past. And that's where we can circle back around into T'Challa's greater fighting skill. I just don't really see Psylocke consistently getting the drop on Panther and taking him down, especially with his weapons on top of his fighting skill, like energy daggers and anti-metal claws. End of the day, Psylocke has got some impressive power, but her telepathy isn't going to be able to take Black Panther down, and Panther should be able to use his superior fighting skill, superior strength and speed, and vibranium tech to claim the victory here. Black Panther wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to the subscribe button, more videos just one every single day, and I will see you all next time.